Sorry, I can't post a transformation because I never let myself go.
I'm sorry, but that is just not the flex you think it is. Hey besties, it's Aspasia and welcome back to the channel. It's the new year, and as we all know, with the new year comes a bunch of resolutions and goals, and so many of these have to do with fitness and nutrition, and as a personal trainer, I find this to be a really positive thing. The new year is as good as an excuse as any to want to transform your life, transform your body, have a new mindset. Seeing other people post and share their really big transformations can be a huge motivation for so many people, and that's why I really love transformational content, showing the before and after, not just about your body, but about how much stronger you got, your mindset shift. But not everybody shares my love of those transformations, including this girl on social media who posted a reel that was, in my opinion, super tone deaf, and a lot of people have reacted to it since. So with it being the new year and transformations are on all of our minds, I wanted to address it in this video. And of course, as your personal trainer bestie, I'm gonna take you through what we can learn from this video, what we can take away, and maybe what we can leave behind and not pay attention to. So to be fair, I couldn't find the original video. She might have taken it down, I'm not sure. I couldn't find her actual anywhere. One of my favorite influencers in the fitness space reacted to it. His name is Blake. He goes by Nutrition Narc on his socials. If you haven't seen him, definitely you should go check him out. But this is where I first was introduced to this video. He was explaining why this is really just not a good mindset and not something good to put out there. So let's watch that video.
Sorry, I can't post a transformation because I never let myself go. How embarrassing. Now, I used to have this same ignorant mindset until I met this one person, and I guarantee after I tell his story, you're gonna change your mind. So this is about my good friend. His whole childhood, he never struggled with food. He never struggled with binge eating or hunger pains or anything like that. And to give you some more backstory, his whole family struggled with mental health. And one day he came home and his brother unalived himself right in front of him. He saw it with his own eyes. And then a couple of years later, his other brother did the exact same thing. He didn't know how to handle all this grief. How could you blame him? He was like 19 and 21 years old, but he turned to food for comfort. He used to tell me he would go to sleep full and that would be like the best feeling ever. And in the process, he gained 100 pounds of fat. And since then, he has lost it and he's kept it off year after year. But how could you possibly blame someone for turning to food for that? Sometimes he posts transformation videos and this little old lady is talking shit on them. Her video really frustrates me because a lot of the transformation videos I see are like kind of teens, young adults who are fat and then they lost all the weight. If you are a child that is overweight, that is not your fault, that is your parents' fault. It's kind of funny that this creator is kind of poking and like looking down upon people that are overweight, but at least they have the confidence to show their face, bro. All of her videos are just nothing but ass shots.
And this is obviously an extreme example. Of course, people turn to food for other reasons and they're overweight and have some weight to lose for other reasons. It's not always some really dramatic experience, obviously, but it just goes to show that this person who posted that she never let herself go clearly never had to deal with anything bad in her life, or she's insinuating that she never had anything hard to deal with, and or she had hard things to deal with and she's better than you because she didn't turn to food for a coping mechanism. But you could definitely argue that going through a really big transformation makes you an even stronger and more resilient person. Speaking from personal experience, I was 12 years old when I started my fitness journey. I started doing those Insanity Beachbody workout videos. I don't recommend those. I can do a whole separate video on that. That was traumatizing. But nonetheless, I started my journey when I was 12 years old and I lost like 25 pounds. I felt so good about myself. I had to go through that period of grinding, learning how to eat better, learning how to move my body, and I lost weight. And this is when I learned and vowed to myself that I wanted to become a personal trainer. And it's this type of thing that really builds a person into who they are. And so many coaches, I'm speaking for myself, but I know so many coaches go through that, where they go through a big transformation themselves and then they want to use what they've learned to help other people. Never having gone through a transformation, never having to had better yourself isn't relatable. It's like 70% or something of the US population is overweight or obese. So clearly this girl's post is not relatable to like the majority of the population. Even if it was, it's just like not necessary. Like, why post something like this? I don't know. So she's obviously not gonna gain any clients from this, I would assume. And someone here on TikTok reacted to it and he did go through a transformation. So let's check it. Heck Yes, this is so inspirational. Like, tell me you are not inspired by watching this video. You can't. You are inspired. I know you are. I am. Coming from such a dark place, when you're overweight and you're struggling with obesity, it is such a dark place to be in. And making the decision for yourself to better yourself, better your life, dedicate yourself to something, dedicate yourself to losing weight, going through the grind of learning how to move your body, learning how to eat well, that is so inspiring. That is the person that I want to see on my For You page. That is the coach that I would want to have. That is a flex. It is not a flex to have never gone through something transformative in your life. And this is what inspires people to achieve their goals. Not to mention that it's hard to believe she has never gone through a transformative experience or she's never had to better herself at all. She clearly didn't come out of the womb with all that muscle and as lean as she is. Yes, a lot of it is genetics, which you're just flexing that you have good genetics. At the end of the day, that's kind of what she's doing. But did she not work hard or lift weights or make different nutrition decisions to get to the point where she's at? Just because she wasn't severely overweight and had to lose a bunch of weight or have that big transformation doesn't mean that she didn't go through any sort of transformation at all. I don't know why you'd want to just say out loud that you never had to put in work in your life. And then another TikToker posted a reaction to it, so let's check out what she has to say.
I can't share with you guys a transformation video because I've never had to do a transformation because I've never let myself go. Just kidding. That's some shit that I saw on Instagram earlier, and I think that kind of content is bullcrap. Let me tell you something right now. If you've never had to make a transformation or you've never gone through something in your life that has caused you to gain weight or lose muscle mass, consider yourself lucky. You're a very small percentage of the population. And if you are going through a transformation, if you've gone through something in your life that has made you gain weight and you're unhappy with it and you want to change your life, you want to change your habits, good for you. If you have gained weight, you don't care about losing weight, but you want to create healthier habits, good for you. Your life is your life. Your body and your goals are your body and your goals. Don't let some stranger on the internet make you feel like shit because they've had the privilege of never having to go through something like that, okay? We're starting 2025 off with good energy, not that mean girl shit. Okay, bye.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying too. Like, just because you don't have hundreds of pounds to lose doesn't mean you're not going through a transformation. Like, you're just saying out loud that you've never wanted to or had to better yourself, which clearly isn't true because this girl has an entire page dedicated to fitness. And fitness is literally just transforming your life and your mindset and even sometimes your body, but not always your body. So even if she came out of the womb looking like this, doesn't mean that she never had to go through anything. And if she really never has gone through anything in her life, she can keep that to herself. And like this girl said, it is just mean girl vibes. I've seen so much mean girl vibes on TikTok this past year. I really want to make a whole separate video on this, but just girls who are naturally thin or girls who, let's be honest, their genetics play into their physique a lot where they never had to lose a ton of weight. They're just so judgmental. They think they're so much better than you just because they eat less. It's just kind of funny and honestly sad how much moral value we put into starving ourselves. It's literally like a game of who can starve themselves the most and for the longest. And it's a game that I just don't want to play. You guys, I can't make this up. My power literally went out as I was filming that video. My cat's freaking out. It's okay, buddy. It's so windy outside. I think the wind in LA caused like a power line or something to go down. I don't know, but I'm trying to finish this video. I don't know what's going on. The LA winds are insane right now. There are so many fires in LA. I literally hate the dark. It's freaking me out. But I'm totally out of power. I waited 2 hours to see if it would come back so I could finish this video. And so I'm so sorry about the lighting. I did everything I could. I don't have any flashlights in my apartment. Definitely poor planning on my part. That's definitely going to be something that I go out and buy now. But basically what I was saying is the goal of this channel is to give you guys a new perspective and try to be a breath of fresh air in a fitness industry right now that is so focused on being thin and smaller and smaller. And there are way too many creators right now that want to try to make you feel bad for wanting to eat a normal amount of food or wanting to lift weights or just wanting to live a normal life that doesn't focus and center around how little you can eat. These are just creators online that are trying to do rage bait. I think this video in particular today that we looked at, a lot of it is rage bait and just trying to get as many clicks and as many comments as she can. I don't know what that's going to do for her in the long run. I don't think it is a good idea by any means, but please try not to listen to it. Know that you are worth so much more than your body, than how small you can be, and the best plan to transform in 2025 is to lift weights, get stronger, eat your protein, eat enough calories to fuel your body and feel good. And if you love watching transformation videos or seeing before and after photos to inspire you on your journey, that is totally normal. And I think the majority of the population can agree on that. And if any of you watching are trying to lose weight in a really healthy and sustainable way, I have a Fat Loss 101 guide that takes you through weight loss in 3 simple steps so you can start losing weight today. And that is totally free. All you have to do is fill out that link in the description. You guys, we are on our way to 700 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. If you did get value or entertainment out of this video, I would love it if you would subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video from your personal trainer bestie. But thank you for sticking with me. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.